Welcome in to folks around the country. Sunday night baseball now from Yankee Stadium. Tonight we wrap up this three-game weekend series between the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Michael Pineda, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, Matty, he's got a pretty good strikeout-to-walk ratio, 3-to-1. We'll see if that holds true in this one.
The Yankee Stadium crowd getting fired up as Dustin Pedroia's into the box to get this one started.
Second baseman, number 15.
Underway now on this Sunday night as the game's first pitch misses for ball one. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, EK, piling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
Yeah, they're in a stretch right now where it seems like all the breaks are really going their way. The only trouble with that is things tend to even out over time, so we'll see how long they can keep riding this hot streak.
Pineda sets his sights. Here's the 2-0. 3-0 now. You worry a little about things snowballing from here?
Well, you know, these are two teams that don't traditionally care for each other too much, so we've seen this go south before.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Yeah, just to get me over fastball, anything to avoid a 4-pitch walk to start the game.
And that misses ball 4, so not the start he was looking for tonight as he walks the leadoff hitter on 5 pitches.
Yeah, a close pitch to take on a 3-1 count, but this might have been just a little bit outside. He winds up losing him.
Xander Bogaerts gets his first shot here with a man on following the leadoff walk.
And you know, guys, we talk about it all the time. Leadoff walks are so dangerous, and we'll see if they can take advantage of this one.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Well, Matt, with Ross behind the plate, hitters know they need to expand the strike zone a little bit. He likes to ring it up when it's on the black or even a little off of it.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
Sometimes you just let a guy work his own way into trouble and then take advantage.
Aboard at first is Pedroia here with nobody out. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. Drilled down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
And this little run he's been on has done wonders for his batting average. He's back up to the 270s now, so starting to get his stroke back, and not a moment too soon as far as he's concerned.
David Ortiz will stand in here. Currently 6th in the American League in runs batted in, but with a chance to pad that total here.
Yeah, and you guys know he's definitely been one of the best run producers in the sport over the last several weeks. I'm sure his guys are hoping that he can keep it up all the way into the fall.
And this is low, ball 1.
And you know, all you have to do is point back to yesterday's ball game. This was part of their downfall, hitting with runners in scoring position. They just couldn't sustain any kind of offense. So this would be a big boost if he could turn the tide a little bit here and come through big.
Squared that one up just a little late. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike.
You're in a tough situation here on the mound because you don't want to load the bases, but you also need to be extra careful with this guy up here at the plate.
And, ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now.
And that's the pitch he needs to get working here in this first inning. You can solve a few problems here if that pitch comes around.
First and second here with nobody out. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. With that, here's a look at John Farrell's Boston Red Sox. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
You know, I'm really excited to have the chance to watch Xander Bogaerts do his thing. His on-base percentage over the last 10 games is over 500. He's been absolutely on fire at the plate, so they're going to have to be very careful about how they approach him.
Mookie Betts will stand in now, and as you can easily tell from the splits, he's really struggled away from home. Here comes the first pitch. And that's swung on and missed for strike 1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
He's still got a couple pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. You got to take a step back, take a deep breath, and get back in the zone.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Gardner moves over. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And with that, let's give you a look at the Yankees defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Hanley Ramirez steps up to the plate with a great chance to drive in a run here in the early going.
And you know, you hear it all the time, but scoring first really is a big deal in this game. Statistically, your chance of winning the game goes up quite a bit when you score first. So this is a big opportunity right now.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
And you get the sense that he's starting to figure things out. He lets the first 2 men of the inning reach. Now he's settled down, and he's close to getting out of this thing with a 0.
Trying to escape unscathed here in the first. And Ramirez able to hold off on that one, but he still trails in the count. It's 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Now just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
The 2-2 pitch. Line toward right center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And they will not get Pedroia at the plate as he's in there to score.
And you know, this is something these guys just haven't had for a while. That's an early lead. Although I guess they haven't really had any leads, period, and that's why they're on this losing streak. But a good sign here as he drives in a run to put them up 1-0.
Standing in now, Sandy Leon, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Now here's a spot with a run home already. That looks nice on the scoreboard. But if you could put up a 2 or even a 3 spot here in the first, that could really go a long way against a guy like this.
A 1 pitch on its way. And he falls behind 0-2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And he got him. Minimizing the damage at just a run. The inning is over. A run on 2 hits in the inning for Boston. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Red Sox 1 and the Yankees nothing. Eduardo Rodriguez, the Venezuelan left-hander, will be the man on the mound. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, if you take a look at that whip, you can see he's been struggling all year long. A lot of base runners.
Here comes Brett Gardner now as he'll lead things off in the home first.
Leading off for the Yankees, center fielder, Brett Gardner.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Eric Karros, this Red Sox ball club, entering play here tonight. They've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
And the road hasn't been all that kind to them either. They've dropped 4 of the first 5 on this trip. So they're in need of a well-pitched game here in a bad way.
And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. And this is swung on and missed as Gardner's a strikeout victim, 1 away. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, I think all opposing pitchers are going to have their hands full with Brett Gardner. He always seems to come through in the clutch. Doesn't let the pressure of a big situation get to him. Whether it's the first inning with nobody out or the 9th inning with 2 outs, his approach doesn't change, and that's a big reason why he delivers so often.
Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. Aaron Judd is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Ready on 1-2. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Castillo is under it. And he makes the catch for the second out. With a moment now, take a look at the Red Sox on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, they have a man on the mound, high ERA. That usually means there's a lot of hard hit balls, so This defense, they're going to have to be ready with that leather out there.
Gary Sanchez gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
And that's in there for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Line drive to left. Castillo is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. It remains 1-0. Chris Young will stride in. He did his part yesterday afternoon as he came through with 3 hits in the losing effort.
Well, this guy's hitting over 300 on the year now, and he had a good performance yesterday as well.
Pineda's ready. First pitch on the way. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
Got in his kitchen big time right there.
Shot back up the middle, and a base hit here to open up the second.
Well, the problem with this lineup is that trouble lurks around every corner. I mean, he was fortunate to get out of that first inning with only 1 run scoring, but now he'll have his work cut out for him again here in the second.
Brock Holt will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Well, he's been scuffling through this year, but over the last 10 games he's been good, hitting over 350.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Nobody out, runner on first. Throw over to first, back in standing.
Keeping an eye on him.
And the off-speed pitch is taken here, a ball and a strike.
Hard to call that an off-speed pitch when it's a changeup at 88. That's a fastball for a lot of guys in this league.
One and one, here it is. That's right there at the belt, 1-2 now.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Hit out towards second. Gloved by Castro. To second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Well, that's the absolute definition of a pitcher's pitch right here, especially in a double play situation. I mean, not only is this pitch down, I don't even think it's in the strike zone, and that's an easy double play.
Into the box now, Rusney Castillo, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Still plenty to be desired in terms of batting average, down in the 180s entering play. 1 home run and a pair of RBIs. That evens it up, 1-1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And, ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Takes this the other way to right. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
A pretty good swing there.
Now batting number 15,
You'll watch.
second
Head
baseman,
stays
Dustin
down, ball
Pedroia.
gets deep in the zone, and he lets those hands lead the way, and he drives it to right field. That's as good an approach as you're going to see.
Throw over to the bag, and he just manages to get his hand in. Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia, as he swings and hits this one foul off to the right and out of play. Red Sox on top in the early going, 1-0 as we play the second. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And after walking him the first time around, he's all business here in the second half out.
Here's the 0-2. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Now a ball hit sharply toward third, and that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. So now they'll have two men in scoring position following the two-out double.
Well, I think they've seen enough of this guy for the weekend. He's absolutely eating them alive, and he's at it again as he drives this one for two bases.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now, as he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to third. And the throw to first will be in time, so the Red Sox come up empty, and the inning is over. Boston strands a couple. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Didi Gregorius will stand in for the first time, and he enters with that average in the stratosphere, up over 360 to begin play.
And that is huge for him, too. This is a contract year for him, so he'd love to take those great numbers straight to the negotiating table.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Hard liner toward short, but this is yanked down out there at shortstop for the first out.
Batting fifth.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean, hammered out there. But he's going to wind up with nothing to show for it.
Matt Holliday standing in now. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 3 homers, 10 RBIs. In for a strike, it's 1-1.
Yeah, and in a good hitter's park like this one, it's going to be even more important than usual to keep that fastball down. That's right where he's got to be living.
Way outside, nearly to the backstop, 2-1. Now he'll step off and rethink this. tied him up there as this is softly hit down the line. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Batting sixth, second baseman, Starlin Castro.
Starlin Castro will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s.
And, you know, he's coming into this one licking his wounds a little bit. His average on the season is still good, but he's really scuffled over the last month or so.
High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
Hit hard towards second, and that'll just sneak past the glove, and it should be a base hit.
Wow, a 2-0 count. And this is a room service fastball. Look where this thing is, right down the middle. I mean, he can't help but jump all over that.
Into the box, Austin Romine, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0.
Now you've got the tying run over at first, 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
Now a snap throw to first. A dive, but he's back.
Just checking.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Well, if he's missing right here, he ain't missing by much. Not getting too many favors behind the plate.
2-0 count, and the pitch. That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
And at the plate, if you've got an umpire helping you out, no reason to go after a borderline pitch on 2-0.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. And now the runners will get a head start here with 2 away.
And that's an important factor, too, because that's the tying run over there at first base. So he's likely scoring on an extra base hit.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
And it looked like he was on his way to breezing through this half inning. But then a base hit, now a walk here with 2 away, and that's opened the door for these guys to maybe do some damage after all.
So striding in, number 30, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready to deliver, here's the first pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
One-0 count. Here it is. On the ground to the left side. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We've got more on this Sunday night after this. David Ortiz will come up now to kick off their half of the third. Seems like the hits have been coming fast and furious, EK, but not the runs.
Yeah, you figure if you get 5 hits in 2 innings, you're doing all right for yourselves. But like you said, they've only got 1 run to show for those 5 hits, so they'll need to capitalize a little better.
Pineda into his motion. Here's the first pitch. I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike one. Now a swing by Ortiz, and Big Papi drills this one deep to right field. And this is called a foul ball. Maybe by a matter of inches that time. And now hold everything here. We're going to have a conference down that first base line as there may, and you can see the umpires pointing where they'll need to go and review whether or not this was really a home run. And that's precisely what's going to happen, as we'll give you a look on our monitors here. Okay, the umpires have emerged from the dugout with the ruling, and it is going to remain a foul ball. So they had it right the first time, but if there's any doubt, go inside and get this thing right. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a swing.
And they took him right up the elevator shaft on these three. And then the third one up around the letters. Three different locations.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one.
He just about went around. He was lucky.
Bases are empty, one man out. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. In there, 1-2 now.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now.
He's making quick work of the middle of this lineup. Back-to-back strikeouts against their number 3 and 4 hitters.
Hanley Ramirez stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ooh, he saws him off with that one, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3, but they're up 1-0. Tyler Wade digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Third baseman, Tyler Wade.
Into the windup and the pitch. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. Castillo will get there as he makes the catch in foul territory for the first out.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Brett Gardner will stand in here. He was set down on strikes to start the home first. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
The windup and the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 2 as he chases the slider.
So far, he's the only guy that struck out for these guys. He's in danger of making it 2 now.
A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Boy, this has been a real nice series for him so far. That's 6 strikeouts right now in this series alone. Man, that's a rough weekend at the ballpark.
Stepping in now, Aaron Judd. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Two out, nobody on. Now a step off as they try to get on the same page. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. In there, and it's even at 1. Skied into very shallow right. Betts has a beat on it. And that's the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They trail this one 1-0. Sandy Leon is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
The catcher, number 3, Sandy Leon.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. Both guys topping out at 95 miles an hour. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that'll bring in the center fielder, Chris Young. Pineda gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. One out, nobody on. And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now. And, oh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. Here's the pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Well, when you have a guy 2-2, you can throw something out of the zone, try and get him to chase. But when it's that far below the strike zone, it becomes a lot easier to lay off.
Sharply hit ball back up the middle. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, we always talk about pitch speeds from pitchers. How hard are they throwing the ball? How hard was that ball hit back up the middle? Way harder than it was thrown, I can guarantee you that.
Here's Brock Holt now. Off for second is Young. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Runner at first here, one man out. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
That's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. That couldn't have been an easy take.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Frazier is there, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Well, the only good news that comes out of this at-bat is that he stayed out of the double play. Other than that, this at-bat really didn't achieve a whole lot.
Rusney Castillo is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip.
Well, and everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
He's set. Here it comes. Hit hard back up the middle. And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one.
Check this out on Show Track. It's not a bad first pitch. It's down. It's on the outside part of the plate. Hey, if you can get guys to swing at that, you're going to have a lot of success. Just didn't work out here.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Eric, what are you looking for here?
It's a fastball count, but he doesn't always play by the rules out there, so this could very well be a slider or something away. So in other words, I have no idea.
2-0 pitch on the way. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
Oh, and a good fastball hitter here. To me, that's a little surprising that he wouldn't be swinging away on 2-0.
And now he'll bluff a move back to second base just to make sure the runner wasn't getting any ideas out there. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. Xander Bogaerts gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. On his way to pitch number 75. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
And this has been a common problem for all of these guys. They just can't lay off that pitch down and away.
Too high. 1-2.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. Now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone. Maybe even in the dirt.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Shot towards second. Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. Back with more Sunday Night Baseball following this. Leading off the inning, Gary Sanchez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
First offering on its way. 92 splits the plate, and it's strike 1.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get 1 pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
And on 0-2, I'd be shocked to see another fastball in the strike zone.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Oh, that's just a blazer right there. He says, enough with trying to get you to chase. This is mano a mano, and he throws it right past him.
Here's Didi Gregorius. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Matt Holliday.
Stepping in, Matt Holliday. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. And Holliday will not offer at that one. It's a ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, even with the bases empty here and 2 away, you still need to be careful here. So he's pitched him smart so far.
A good movement bearing in. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They're still down. It's 2-0. David Ortiz will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. DK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And that's going to land foul. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. skied in the air to straightaway left. Frazier shading to his right. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Mookie Betts will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard but foul. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. A little bit outside, 2-1. Swing and a liner. Foul. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Swing and a little tapper. Gonna be a tough play. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
And I just think this is one of those swings where you just get committed a little bit too early. By the time he realized this thing was going to break out of the strike zone, it was just a little too late to hold back.
Hanley Ramirez digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Hit hard to short. Backhanded. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Starlin Castro comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
First delivery to him on the way. In there, strike 1.
Anytime you can throw a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters you've faced or better than that, then you should get pretty good results. And we're in the middle innings in this game, so that's pretty good.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. There to look it in his Betts, and that's out number 1. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just 1 hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Austin Romine will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
He's getting a lot of outs right now because he's attacking the hitters. He's not dancing around the zone.
That's on the inside corner to put him behind here, 0-2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
What a difference 5 days can make. He's been a totally different pitcher out there compared to his last start. The command is much better. The pitches are much sharper. Even the body language tells me he's got things under control.
Clint Frazier will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
You know, maybe the most impressive thing about his performance so far, he's doing it all in a hitter's ballpark. Well, it's hard to come in here and pitch like this, but he's done a heck of a job.
0-1 count and the pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Yeah, 1 pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Bombers. They trail things here 2-0. Sandy Leon makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning. Now he'll step off.
And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
Maybe that's off the black just a little bit, but when you're around the plate as much as he's been, you're going to find that you're going to get a few calls like that.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Oh, that's not a bad idea right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on a 1-2. Hope you can get him to commit. That's a good job of laying off of that pitch.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Yeah, it's a good battle to start this inning. That's what you like to see when you've got a guy out there that's getting up there in the pitch count.
Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. Swing and a hot shot toward third. And they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through.
Oh, that's just a nice play out there in the corner. You know, with most guys, this is a sure double. But he might even have hit this ball a little too hard because they can get it back into the infield quickly, and that's going to hold him to just a single.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And that'll bring in the center fielder, Chris Young. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he's back standing. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. And through just 5 innings, he's coming up on 100 pitches now. Pineda pauses. Here's the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Yeah, he seems to be pitching him a little cautiously here. Maybe because he's 2 for 2 against him so far, but I think this is a guy you still need to come right after.
Swung on, missed. 2-1. All even now, 2-2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. I mean, he probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Trying to run one inside there on a 3-2. I mean, that's a tough take. And according to that guy on the mound, a bad take. But he didn't get the call.
Brock Holt stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Here comes Yankee manager Joe Girardi on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Jonathan Holder will take over on the mound now here in the 6th inning.
Number 65, Jonathan Holder.
Brock Holt will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now the double steal is on here. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Gardner is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder, Rusney Castillo.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rusney Castillo. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. And too high with the cut fastball. It's 1-0 now. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees, 1-1.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Towards second. Well, this is hauled in by the second baseman.
But one's all they'll get as he's back in safely at second.
Well, here's something for you kids to remember. You've got to freeze on a line drive if you're at second base. Make sure that that ball gets through before you take off and try to advance. And that's a good read there, and he's able to get back and avoid being doubled off.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
And a swing and a miss that time by Pedroia as he finds himself in an 0-2 hole now.
And I think there's a certain number 42 that used to pitch here. He'd be awfully proud of that cutter.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Boston strands a couple. They're up 2-0. Tyler Wade will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just one hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fellow on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1.
It appears safe to say now that that man right there has turned things around from his last start.
And it's a great sign, too, of exactly what you need to do. You have to have a short memory out there. But you're right. He's pitching with a lot more confidence in this outing.
Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
You can't underestimate how important a start this is when your team's on a losing streak. He has been phenomenal. And it's all thanks to him that they've got a good shot at ending this thing.
Brett Gardner will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
The cutter runs outside, ball 1.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch. Something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
And that's right there, and we're even at 1. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. And the pitch on 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. And with the tying run in the on-deck circle, the question, does he take a look at another one here?
He just might. You're still going to see a good pitch on 3-2, even if this one's a strike.
Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Swing and a liner, but foul. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Boy, his guys got him the lead back in the very first inning, and he hasn't looked back since. He's had everything go his way so far, and this inning's turning out to be no exception.
Aaron Judd will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
Hit hard up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Yeah, and guys, there's a look at his line through the first few innings. Pretty dominant so far. Just the second hit he's allowed tonight, and the first one didn't wind up hurting him at all. So we'll see if he can get out of this inning as well.
Gary Sanchez will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
First pitch on its way. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through for his first base hit in this one.
Oh, my goodness, this guy is really starting to heat up now. That's 8 straight games with a base hit. He's been fun to watch.
Didi Gregorius will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. In there, and it's 0-1. So now, after very few problems the first few innings, he's got himself into quite a pickle here.
And it's no surprise, it's the top of this lineup that's giving him fits.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw on to first, and the Yankee threat goes by the boards as the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on the show. Back here in the Bronx. Red Sox on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But first, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Chasen Shreve is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Chasen Shreve.
Xander Bogaerts will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point.
Yeah, good thing we don't get paid by the hour, man. This game has flown by.
I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Hit hard down the line. Gets dirty and gloves it. Got him.
Oh, what a play. Wow, and this very easily could have been extra bases down the line. But you see the quick reactions as he dives to his right to get it, and then he shows off that good arm by getting up to throw out his man.
Here comes the DH now, David Ortiz. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. He pulls this one into right. Judd is there, 2 down.
The minute he hits that, he's thinking it's a base hit all the way, but it's one of those situations where you get penalized for hitting the ball too hard. And this stayed up long enough to find the outfielder's glove out there.
Here's Mookie Betts. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one. Two runs, 9 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Red Sox go down 1-2-3, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Matt Holliday will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yeah, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
In need of a quick inning here, but he starts this one with a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0.
And this is all about handling a guy like this with kid gloves. You know, walk him if you have to, but don't let him be the one to beat you.
Left a change out there for him, but he missed it. 2-1. Boy, that changeup's had him eaten out of his hand.
Oh, and they've been falling all over themselves trying to get it. But you've just got to know that that's not going to be a strike. It looks like it is, but it isn't.
To 2-2 now.
If I didn't know any better, I think this was his first inning out there. He's still throwing the ball with a lot of velocity.
Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Young is there. Makes the play, 1 away.
We get a look there at his pitches by inning. He's at 81 now after that last pitch, so he should be good for a little while longer.
Starlin Castro will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
And no swing apparently. Ball 1. And a step off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. On the ground to third. Played on the backhand. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Up next for the
When you take a look there at the line from our starter, I mean, basically, he's allowed 3 singles so far, and that's it. They haven't been able to mount any real opposition against him so far.
Digging in, Austin Romine. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Into the seats, 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. One and one. Here it comes. And this ball runs away for ball two. 2-1. All away here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside. You can jam this guy. Get him to roll over something. You don't have to strike him out.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game because those could be fatal.
And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
Well, two-way, you're just looking to get on base somehow, especially when this guy hasn't given you anything so far. So, at the very least, make him work out of the stretch and throw a few more pitches here.
Clint Frazier will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Called strike, 0-2.
And it looks like the scouting report says work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. One left for the Yankees. They trail it here 2-0. Leading off the inning, Hanley Ramirez, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. On a great pitch there, caught him reaching. It's 1-1.
And that's right where you want to be with your specialty pitches. If you can start them knee high and let them dip out of the strike zone, you'll have a lot of success with locations like that one.
That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Ready with the 1-2. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our two starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Sandy Leon gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. Gregorius is there. Throw gets him. 2 down. Eighth inning now from Yankee Stadium. Yankees and Red Sox with Boston out in front in this one as you get a look at the line score through the first 7 innings. Chris Young stands in. Reached on a walk in his last trip. Tried to hold back, but this is popped up. Wade has got it, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Tyler Wade digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base because they've been held in check all game.
To short, hit hard. Bogarts has it, and he's retired here, 1 away.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. Shutout intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Brett Gardner will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Ronald Torreyes will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. One out, nobody on. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
And these guys, they've been out hit by 5, but it's still only a 2-0 game. So despite the lack of offense, they're still very much in this ball game.
Aaron Judd digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Runners on first with 1 down. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Yeah, that slider's been real good to him all night long. No reason not to ride that as much as he can.
And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now.
Well, that's a good take there with 2 strikes. That wasn't an easy one to lay off of.
Comes. Tried to hold it, and no swing. It's ball 2. He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
And you know, as a hitter, with the runner at first and 1 out, I think I'm going to see something down in the zone because I know they want me to hit into a double play. Instead, they go ahead and they challenge him up, and I don't think he was expecting that.
Standing in now, Gary Sanchez. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
A runner on first with 2 away. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
The 2-1 on its way. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. And he gets under the 2-2 a bit as this is sent in the air out to straightaway central. Waiting on it is Young, and he makes the catch to retire the side. The Yanks leave one. They're still down. It's 2-0. Now the beautiful views of Manhattan at night. Welcome back to baseball on the show from right here in the Big Apple. Ronald Torreyes will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
Now playing center field, number 74.
Adam Warren will come on now to start the ninth inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the ninth.
Adam Warren.
Kicking off the top of the ninth, Brock Holt, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Boy, hitting the guy wouldn't exactly be the smoothest way to enter a ball game. He's lucky that one didn't get him.
Hit hard up the middle. And this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the ninth.
Well, these guys have been high on effort, but low on results so far. They're still stuck on 2 runs, but at least they've got a leadoff base runner here to start this inning.
Rusney Castillo ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Comes set, now the pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Two and 0 now.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters, make sure that pitch gets inside instead of staying out over the plate. That one ran just a little too much to catch the corner.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Strike called, 2-1.
And even though that's a strike, that's a good take. You want to be looking one pitch, one spot. So don't go swinging at that one. That was nasty.
Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
I love this pitch right here. Just an elevated fastball with 2 strikes. Nothing much to it. He just says, this is just a good old country fastball, and he runs it right by it.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And it's behind the runner to first. 1 out and a runner on second base. And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1.
Yeah, the velocity's good here, but I'm not so sure about the location. That was right down the middle.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Now he sends a routine fly ball out to straightaway center. And this is run down out there in right center as the runner tags from second. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Yeah, this ball's hit high enough that he can go back and tag at second base. So that's a good job of moving up the extra 90 feet now with 2 outs.
So coming to the plate, Xander Bogaerts. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him.
And that's exactly what I'd expect them to do. No reason to give him a pitch that he likes.
From the belt, the pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there. Right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
2 outs here with a runner at third. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Red Sox leave 1, but they're on top 2-0. Didi Gregorius will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth, as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
Yeah, and whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
9th inning save situation coming up now as they'll entrust Craig Kimbrell with the baseball here as he'll try and close things out. Striding in to start the 9th, Didi Gregorius. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
You got to think one thing here. Get on base. A walk will do the trick.
Kimbrell pauses. Here it is on 2-1. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
And down by 2, you better believe they'll take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner.
Three balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. And, oh, that should have been ball 4 there, but it's a called strike, and that runs things full at 3-2.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
Count is full. Here's the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Young has it in his tracks. 1 out.
Well, this is what you want out of your closer. Comes in firing darts, and it's a very quick out, number 1.
Matt Holliday will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
Knuckle curve down below the knees, 1-0. 1-0 delivery. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
And that's not a bad spot. Just go ahead and stay out there. Don't come down the middle because we know he can hurt you.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Belted high in the air out to left. Castillo going back. Gone! It's a solo home run for Matt Holliday. And the Yankees are on the board. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
One rule for being a successful closer, you gotta keep the ball in the ballpark. He's still got a lead to work with after this home run, but his margin for error is pretty much gone now.
Now batting, second baseman, Starlin Castro.
Here's Starlin Castro. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one.
They're definitely making him work out there. He came in trying to shut the door, and he has not had an easy time of it.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
I think he's letting this situation get the better of him out there. But you have to have a short memory if you're a relief pitcher. You can't dwell on what just happened.
2-0 count. Here it comes. A strike, and it's 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home nine. There are two away now.
Well, there's the true definition of a power arm out of the bullpen. He just reared back and said, go ahead, try to hit it. And he blew that four-seamer right by the guy.
Chase Headley will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Chase Headley.
Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike one.
Now, he might have been on the on-deck circle just saying, man, I get one at-bat and it's against this guy? Thanks a lot.
2 out, nobody on. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. Lifted in the air to center. Young posts under it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, he did serve up the home run here to make this one a little bit more interesting. But in the end, he does get the job done, and he nails down the save.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up turning things over to his bullpen in the ninth, but still, 8 strong innings for him. And he was hitting his spots all game long.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Red Sox win it 2-1. Good night from the Bronx.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious Boston Red Sox, 2 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Yankees, 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 36 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Yankee Stadium, 53,325. The Yankees and Red Sox thank you for your patronage and remind you to buckle up and have a great evening.